Oh, Braun! Braun! Oh, man, like, we haven't heard that shit enough tonight. Fucking A. Oh, people, it's the Ringside Hangout. Look at the unenthused Anthony Wilson. Man, I gotta tell you, I defend Raw a lot. I really do. Because I kind of like Raw, and I have good memories of Raw. I really do. Tonight was not one of those Raws that I can defend a whole lot. It was called Raw is Braun, and I'm sorry, but Braun is boring.
But to be fair, can't defend it a whole lot.
A whole lot. There was some things about it.
There's some good stuff.
There is some good stuff. I'm not
like
Say what?
Like what? Please.
Like for example, that fucking main event match that was pretty awesome. The Jeff Hardy versus Cesaro match that was pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. And everything else could go to hell.
And Kurt Angle's hairline is awesome. You know, like he's just keeping.
Oh yeah. I'm actually getting there too.
Yeah.
Was that a diss on himself?
I know. That motherfucker.
It was.
Well, I don't know how to feel about that whole Braun Strowman versus Big Show match. Like, we have seen it before, and granted, they did work. Like, Big Show, for a big guy, he is working a little bit more because he's always usually stiff and slow. He was doing a lot of more stuff usual that he normally doesn't do, which was actually kind of refreshing. But it was still kind of like a Big Show match. It's like you've seen one, you've seen them all, and maybe that's just, you like I said, always to Nick, us wrestling fans just knowing everything and just seeing everything and just knowing how these things work. Maybe I'm just kind of like just numb to it, because even down to the fucking ring breaking again, I'm like, I don't care. So it's just like, then the whole Braun Strowman, like granted Braun Strowman, but they was pushing the fuck out of him tonight, and I guess they just had nothing else for him to do. But I like how he was beating up like a lot of people that was just like, oh yeah, he's just the punching bag, like Callisto.
How he's like fucking saying like, I beat everybody, just the jobbers though.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna beat the ones that's supposed to do the job.
When we want to talk about jobbers, let's talk about how Finn Balor got demoted to Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, yeah, and we'll talk about that, too. But, by the way, I just don't want to forget that he's here. But Trey Cooper's in the house, too, with this fucking nice, sexy female anime ass. Over here just chilling.
Oh, wait. He didn't do the Limp Bizkit laugh.
Oh, yeah. Trey's laugh gets a party lit, dude. It's like everyone just comes in, it's like...
God damn.
All the bitches be going crazy when Trey Cooper walks in there. No, but Trey, I want to ask you, man, like just getting into Raw right away too, because I guess we all kind of gave our opinion on the most important part, which sadly enough, I guess we can just talk about it now. But the ending, man, the whole rain break and all that shit. Are you tired of this shit? Were you interested? Are you like, oh my god, I can't believe it? Like, what do you feel about it?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they just recreated that whole Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman. Brock Lesnar Big Show thing. Like, I think, 2 years ago, a year ago, and I was like, I just didn't find it that impressive. Like, Anthony, I kind of disagree with you, though. Granted, I'm going to say this right now. I fell asleep on the rest of the show because pretty much fucked me. Because after that Bray Wyatt promo, I was like, I'm done. But man, freaking Big Show had an amazing match with Braun Strowman a couple of months ago, where it was so different from a Big Show typical match. Like, granted, Braun Strowman ended up winning, but you was really pulling for Big Show because Big Show was pulling out all the stops to try to stop Braun. And they even made the World's Strongest Punch irrelevant now, because it's like, dude, fucking Braun Strowman fucking kicked out of that. Like, what the hell? Like, what can Big Show really do? So I guess with them doing that finish was kind of an answer to that last match. But it was like, man, I don't know. We'll just kind of see what happens in the upcoming weeks. But it's just a fun thing, I guess, for them to do while Roman Reigns is gone. Because let's be real, we've been making fun of that whole I'm not finished with you yet thing for the past week. At least us toasties in the Double Toast community has.
Yeah. And for me, that whole I'm not finished with you yet, that reminded me of some fucking the Goldberg you're not next, you're last. It's one of those silly things, but it's this is really not holding any water to us. No one really gives a fuck. And it's not just because of Roman Reigns either. It's because of storyline. Because honestly, dude, Braun Strowman, especially even throwing the all of this is just 2002 2005 all over again. Even throwing the ambulance on the side. We've seen Big Show do that shit back on SmackDown 2004. We've seen all of this shit already. So it's I don't know, but Anthony, you were saying something, man?
No, I was just saying, and I will agree with you on that, Trey. That match that they had prior to this, like you said a few months ago, was actually way better than this one. But yeah, like you said, that whole ring breaking was a whole thing. But it's kind of like WWE. They don't follow their own rules and shit like that because they was making it such a big deal because last time they fought, it was like Mick Foley was like, we reinforce the ring because these two giants, man, because we gotta reinforce the ring, and then you just forget that shit. So it's just like,
it's like right away, Kringle is a shittier general manager to Mick Foley already.
It's just, like you said, they don't follow their own rules or own continuity. I'm just like this show. If anything, it made me pissed off. Like I was just like, why am I watching this?
Real quick, Anthony. If we're talking about continuity, we're also talking about the same company who told the Undertaker to say WrestleMania is no longer going to define my career, and he just retired at fucking WrestleMania.
No shit. And that's the thing too. It's like even though like the company does this a lot, WWE does this a lot, I still feel like we have the ability to still like not talk shit, but like just complain about it because even though they do this a lot, it doesn't make it right. It's still wrong. Yeah. Like, you know, there's no reason why even Anthony, like, you know, and I'm not saying like your opinion doesn't matter or anything, Anthony, but I'm saying like you're not even that big of a fan of this shit, and yet you know this continuity, and WWE, the guys who make this fucking show, they don't know it. Like, you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, like I said, and for the fact that they was maybe if they wasn't making it such a big deal, then I could let it slide because it was just like something that you just called like, oh, okay, that was something that they just mentioned one time. But they was making it such a big deal. That's the only reason why I remember that Big Show and Braun Strowman had a match like a few months ago because Mick Foley kept going around telling everybody that we reinforced the fucking ring.
And it speaks volumes that you don't typically remember this shit. Like usually, you know, we have Ruthless in here saying like, watch the fucking product.
Yeah,
dude, like
I'm always forgetting shit. So
yeah,
if
and you remember this.
Shit, yeah, exactly. If I remember this shit, then I'm like, what?
And the reason why you remember it too is because it's so recent, and that's another thing that bothers me too. Is like it's Groundhog Day all over again. Like I'm sorry, man, but didn't we just have Miz TV with Dean Ambrose like at least fucking 2.5 months ago? We just had this because of the whole Renee Young thing and the Maurice thing.
And the only thing that's different too is just like they're just on a different show now. And granted, they probably don't have nothing else for them to do. But I was watching it with a family member, and they was just pretty much, and because we always think we're being way too hard on Maurice. We be like, hey, maybe they're gonna give her something, or something's gonna happen with her. But the family member I was watching it with even said, yeah, she's fucking boring. Like, why is she even there? I'm like, your guess is as good as mine, man. Like, I guess she's there.
She looks lost. She looks like, I don't know what to do here.
I would love if Miz TV became like this thing that her and Maurice did. Like, they all always like maybe like bounce off some jokes off each other. Like, since they're a real couple, use that real chemistry on the show and actually make Miz TV more of just not just him, because she's just like, to be honest. And it kind of sucks, typical WWE, but she's just a prop, just to make him look better in these promos and stuff like that, just because, Hollywood couple, because that's their whole gimmick. Even though Maurice did say something at the end of the promo, and maybe that's probably why they don't have her talk too much, because she's probably not really a good talker as The Miz, but this probably could help her grow. This could probably help her practice. Maybe that's probably why they're giving her bit by bit. But I would love them to turn Miz TV into like kind of like a thing that they both do. Like I said, use that real chemistry that they have as a couple to, transfer that into this. And they can tell jokes. They could have like both riffed off of Dean Ambrose the entire time. And it probably could have been a funny segment.
It really could have. And here's the thing too, and I don't want to stray too far away from the show, but I do feel like tonight's Ringside Hangout is going to be pretty short because there's not a lot to say about the show in general. I mean, it really isn't. We might be getting into a rating soon. But the thing is, though, I'm actually wondering, because, we've had, I don't know how many fucking talk shows do we have on these wrestling things. We got the Cutting Edge, we got the Pipers Pit, fucking highlight reel, all this shit. And I'm wondering, even the Ambrose Asylum, too, which I'm pretty sure we're going to have another one of those before we get to the pay-per-view. I don't know when the payback is. But, as far as Miz TV goes, is it usually entertaining to you in general? Like when they say oh, Miz TV is gonna come on, do you ever go like, oh shit, here we go, that promo, let's do this?
And granted, it's like a different flavor. Like over on Raw, it probably kind of changes a little bit, but like Miz TV, it did have a lot of good segments. Like I remember Hovik and Trey bringing up the whole Spirit Squad thing when I think it was Ziggler and Miz on that one Miz TV. That was a really good fucking one because it was just two of the best talkers in the business going at each other, telling jokes and shit like that. And that actually kind of led to a somewhat decent rivalry. But yeah, when Miz TV has segments like that, Yeah, that shit is fucking awesome. Or going back to like not even Miz TV, but these type of segments where I'm about to go way back, but not way back, but just in the middle. But remember Players Lounge with MVP and how
Oh
he
yes.
would use it with Matt Hardy when they was doing those kind of rivalry and shit like that, and how MVP will always invite him to the Players Lounge and just use it just to fuck with Matt Hardy all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can use those segments to a really, really, really great effect. But it just, like I said, like I feel like it's really, really kind of weird too, especially when you feel like a competitor with Maurice is being underutilized. So it's just like you're just standing there making it a little bit more awkward. And granted, Dean did what he could do because, you know, like he's probably not the best talker. Like he's somewhat okay, but like you said, as you've seen him behind the stage, Nick, with him being on the Stone Cold podcast, and just like him just not really giving a shit. It's just like he just brings that character to these promos, and it makes it harder for Miz to work with the mic and stuff like that too.
That dryness is really, really
that
bad.
dryness. It's hard to work with that dryness and stuff like that. The only time that he showed life during that entire promo, it was when he was telling us, because I didn't even know, but they was in Ohio. Hey, but they was in Ohio, they was in Columbus, and he was just like, yeah, he was saying some kind of Ohioan quote that I didn't even know about, but he was just like pumping the crowd up and shit like that.
Online probably.
Yeah, I was just like, what does that mean? I live here and I don't even know what the fuck he was talking about, but I was just like, hey, what's going on here? And that was the only time that Dean really had some life to the actual thing. And I was just like, man, like, yeah, but you can use these type of sets and promos to great effect. That just didn't do it here.
Yeah, no, and hopefully I was gonna ask you, man, like, I mean, do you like what's your favorite type of talk show? Like, you know, as far as like, you know, Piper's Pit, all that kind of stuff. Like, what is your favorite version of these? I know that's like a loaded question too, by the way, because it's kind of like, yeah, well, there's a lot.
there is a lot, but I honestly think that Piper's Pit might have been like one of the best ones.
Now,
because
perfect. What did that do that this didn't?
Fucking bring drama.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, wasn't Piper's Pit the one when Shawn Michaels fucking double crossed Marty Jannetty on?
Oh no, that was the barbers, the Bruce Beefcake.
Same shit.
Thing.
But anyway,
yeah,
it's like,
no, but back then though, like you're right, like around the era, they you know, even like the coconut thing with Jimmy Snuka, it was like, no, this was intense shit. You know?
Yeah, the thing is, you also got to think about it's different times. You know what I'm saying? Like, we haven't really seen a good talk show like this in a long time. Like, you know, and I'm not talking about like tonight. Like, I'm talking about in general.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the Piper's Pit, the barbershop, and everything like that. Even some of the cutting edge, even some of that shit was even good. Like that.
Because Edge's fucking intensity. You know,
exactly.
screaming.
So it's like, so I honestly feel like before the PG era started, it's where all those talk shows were a lot better because, you know, they had more to work with. You know, it's like tonight, for example, Miz, I mean, he was just going off, like doing the Miz thing, and Dean Ambrose did the Dean Ambrose thing, and all of a sudden there was a little scuffle at the end. But usually, like with some of the talk shows, like back in the day, if there was a scuffle, like somebody's about to start bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, or
that shit got tense.
Well, on top of that too is like the lead up to a scuffle like back in the day. I always felt like really deserved it. Like this, they're just scuffling almost like those contract signings. Like I really hate when they do contract signings and it's like
contract signings need to go away and stay away.
No, yeah, because for one, too, like. Why do we not have contract signings for every single match? Like, why is this one match? No, we need to sign this shit in the ring. Like, what the fuck? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And plus, too, it's like, I'm pretty sure, you know, behind the scenes in this weird WWE universe world, I'm pretty sure that they don't actually fight behind the scenes in some office writing a contract. I'm gonna fight you at Payback, motherfucker.
Although that'd be like the funniest shit ever if that was the case.
Yeah, but Trey, I want to ask you, man. Like, what is your favorite type of talk show thing? Like, as far as these, you know, wrestling-based talk show things go.
Man, God, I have to say Piper's Pit, man. I've always enjoyed Piper's Pit way more. It's like even with the cutting edge and the peep show and the lounge and
I forgot about the peep show. Holy shit, the peep show!
Right?
It's like that. Those shows never really brought in the kind of drama. The thing I liked about Roddy Piper and why I loved him so much is that he always brought out the best in people. I mean, granted, the final Piper's Pits were kind of but like even the most memorable one to me was the one where Roddy Piper tried to bring like John Cena's innermost, you know, character out. You know, I love the intensity that Roddy Piper went at with John Cena with that, and it's just like, granted, it didn't really go anywhere. And John Cena ended up losing anyway. But it was just like such an amazing moment between those two, and it just showed right. I love Roddy Piper. To me, he's still one of the best talkers in the business today, which is why I miss him too. It's like God, like the occasional Piper's Pits that we would get when he was still alive was always appreciated. He was always so good at it, and I miss that about him.
Real quick about Piper's Pit. This is also one of the only motherfuckers who had the balls to call out Stone Cold Steve Austin and slap him on the Piper's
slap
Pit.
him on the face, dude. Yes.
And then he's like, I kind of like you.
Yeah, I kind of like you, and even Stone Cold was kind of taken aback, like, well, you got balls too. I can't believe it. Like,
There he is, WrestleMania 21.
Yeah, man. By the way, too, I love how we've gotten to the part where we're so old now that shit from 2005 looks like it's from 1983. Like, what the fuck?
Hold on. That could just be that fucking YouTube clip.
No, I know it is because I've seen the HD version of this, and it's not that.
I mean, it looks a lot better, but
like you can tell, this is like one of the last VHS recordings of WrestleMania.
Holy shit! Wait a minute, that was 12 years ago.
Yeah, God. Old fart. Yeah, don't cry. It's okay, man.
You don't kill them.
Don't cry.
I know. Damn. Now that whole drinking the beer thing isn't casual anymore. This is like to get through some shit.
It's not even beer. This is actually not your father's root beer.
Oh fuck! It's my mom's. So I don't know.
I don't know.
That was a bad joke. I apologize.
It's alcoholic root beer, man.
Dude, fucking Anthony's face is like, man, fuck you. God damn. Hurt my feelings, why don't you? Like, no, but yeah, man, like, that's the thing. I mean, we'll get off the whole, like, topic of this kind of stuff right now. But the thing is like, this kind of stuff, this is what it should be. It should be two characters really just pushing all they can as far as these, like, little segments go. And I don't think they did that with Miz and Dean Ambrose tonight.
Nah.
But, yeah.
And I want to take this time, since we're moving on from that, to take this time to just rage out. I know what they're doing. I know what they're doing.
Uh-oh.
I know what they're doing. And Nick, you probably know what about the rage out of.
Oh, fuck yeah, I do.
Nia Jax, what the fuck, man?
Oh, wait, that? No.
Wait.
Okay, no, go ahead, explain, buddy.
What the fuck? I thought she was close. I thought they was finally going to give it to my baby. I thought they was finally going to give it to my Nia. I thought they was finally going to do it to her. But no.
Yeah,
they had to give it
to... I didn't see that.
It was Bliss. They gave it to Bliss, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because, like, it does, like, Bliss versus Bayley. And she's probably, just for that alone, Bliss is probably going to win. And she's probably going to beat Bayley because nobody, like, you can tell that Raw has no confidence in Bayley. She's barely on TV, and every time you see her on TV as the main champion, she already gets her like, she always gets her ass kicked. Or, yeah, like, she's always backstage. Like, they have no fucking confidence as her being champion. So it's almost to the point where, like, why the fuck did you give her the champion? I guess they thought she was going to do better, but she just never really went nowhere. So they really need a confident person. They don't probably want to put it on Nia Jax just yet. But they have been, like, how they've been booking her, though, she does look strong in all of these type of fatal four-way or triple threat matches. Kind of like, it reminds me of how they're doing Corbin. Every time they put him in a triple threat or fatal four-way matches, like, he looks strong. He's always beating the fuck out of everybody, but he never quite gets it. He's so close. And I guess that's the storyline that they probably go on with Nia Jax, even though she's a heel, because most of the time they do that storylines with faces. But so that's actually kind of interesting dynamic that they're probably doing that with Nia. But it's aggravating because you want her to get it so bad. You want her to get it so bad, and hopefully that, like, energy doesn't die. Like, I always bring up the Daniel Bryan thing, how they waited too fucking late to put the champion on her when nobody gave a fuck.
An underdog. Nia Jax is an overdog like a motherfucker, man. Like, you can't walk into a room and think that Nia Jax can beat the fucking shit out of you. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So. And that's probably why they waiting, because once they put it on her, she probably gonna have it for a long fucking time.
Oh yeah.
So that's probably why they waiting to put it on her, because
she needs to Shao Kahn her. She needs to be at the top of the fucking tower and be like, "You suck."
No, yeah, she does. Like I said, how she was beating people and stuff like that in this match is she just needs it already. And just over the overall match, I don't know about you guys from what y'all seen, but that match was pretty fucking sloppy, and it was kind of disappointing just because how the women divas brought it. At WrestleMania, Raw and on SmackDown. It was like the best shit of the fucking show. So maybe it's my fault for bringing like those high standards to every Divas match now, but that's what y'all do. So that's what I'm going to expect now. Like, it's to the point now, after that WrestleMania match, I was getting hyped for every Divas match continuing now, especially considering with the whole superstar shakeup now. You got Mickie James, which was actually pretty cool to see Mickie James versus Sasha Banks, see Bliss versus Nia. Like, it was pretty cool to see those matchups, but it felt like they did nothing with it. It was just kind of mad. Yeah, fantasy. Yeah, but it was just kind of mad though. Like, that match was really fucking sloppy. I seen a couple. Not like
each other a lot though. That's
true. They got to build up their chemistry and stuff like that too. But it was really just mad. Come on, all you girls are better than this. It's just
you know what it is about Nia Jax. I think they're building her up correctly, and they're probably waiting until one of the big 4 shows to actually give her like the strap. Because
okay, like SummerSlam or
yeah. Because it's almost kind of worthless to make her like one of the highlights of Payback. You know, I mean, Payback is whatever at this point. But like maybe they're waiting until SummerSlam or Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, next WrestleMania. I mean, we don't know. But I honestly feel like they're doing right with her only because they're not Roman Reignsing her right now, just because of her size. You know?
Yeah, no, that's a huge thing to bring up too. Is like, they really get on. They get on the what do you call it, like on the bandwagon too much for certain wrestlers. Like every time there's a wrestler who's kind of hot, they fuck up the heat by like, oh no, let's ride this motherfucker until his ass is just dry, just pound. It's like, dude,
they're not Roman Reigns or John Cenaing her right now.
Yeah. So that's really cool. And Trey, I want to ask you, like, were you up for this, by the way? Like, were you awake when you had this match going on?
Well, wait for the women's match. Yeah, I was actually.
So what do you think of the match? What do you think of Bliss winning?
I enjoyed it for it being a Raw show, because the thing is, Anthony. To be fair, I know what I'm getting when I'm WWE shows. Man, whenever WWE pisses me off, I yell, I go crazy. But it's just like I don't expect this from a WWE thing. Like, I'm not expecting WrestleMania talk probably on Raw all the time. Like, I'm not gonna freaking expect that. Like, that's kind of more of an indie thing. That's kind of more like a Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling thing. Because you'll never really pretty much not see them bring it compared to when we watch Raw and SmackDown. It's like, you might get a glimpse of them doing something awesome, but it's not going to turn out being that way. There's really nothing really memorable about the match, in my opinion. It was just okay. And Alexa Bliss winning, I guess it makes sense, but I was kind of ready because Alexa Bliss was already on top on SmackDown. So it still kind of feels like, okay, so you got somebody who's on top of SmackDown versus somebody who's on top of Raw. And I use top very loosely because Bayley's been a horrible champion. And that's just kind of what they're doing with Bliss right now. So I like to see what happens, but I'm more interested in seeing the Sasha Banks heel turn because I honestly want to see Sasha versus Bayley 3 because I know if they get a chance in a pay-per-view environment, they'll fucking bring it like they did the last 2 matches.
Now, the thing is, we're going to get into ratings, like, pretty much right now, but there's one more thing that I need to just emphasize really quick, because I'm so fucking mad. And we can talk about the tag team stuff. We can talk about Elias Sampson, the Drifter, which, by the way, that guy is so great at guitar. I don't care if he's boring. I know your family member.
Man, every time I see Drifter, I just start laughing. I'm like, that's just so fucking random.
No, but I like it, though, man. Like, this shit's kind of
I know. I love it. I'm like, the fuck you just sitting there like,
this shit right here, though, dude. Can you guess when I'm about to get mad at Anthony?
Oh, let me think. Because it's probably the Matt Hardy shit.
Actually, no. It's this fucking bullshit right here. Once again, WWE Raw, WWE in general. Hey, black guys, you're black, right? So you go with the other black guy. Oh, okay. Well, since you're both black, then, that's the only thing we can fucking do. Like, I called this shit. I called it, dude. I called it the day that fucking Apollo Crews went to fucking Raw. I was like, do you know what's going to happen? He's going to tag team with Tassel O'Neal, or they're going to switch him out because, like, I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know what to complain about. It's just the fact that it's so fucking, like, non-creative. It's like when a baby puts, like, colors together and it doesn't make sense. It's like, I don't know. It's weird to me.
They got to fill their quota. They already took the New Day from Raw, so they like, we need another black tag team.
But like, it pisses me off too. Like when they switched out Kalisto and Sin Cara, it's like you might as why did you even do that? Because they dress the same. They're both Mexican. They do the lucha libre shit. So when you change them out, all you're trying to do is like, oh, Mexican guy. Like. And then they throw the motherfucker in the trash on his first night on the show. Braun Strowman literally throws him in the garbage can.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I'm not a racially sensitive dude. I don't give a fuck about my culture, Mexicans and everything. And honestly, I'm not going to act like I'm going to defend black people all as much because I'm not black and I don't really care that much either. But it's like, dude, be creative. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like,
I'm curious. Like, I seen this, like, I did, and Nick, yeah, they doing that shit again. But I'm actually curious about this because like Titus O'Neil hasn't really done anything in a while. The last thing that he did was like kind of stupid with the whole New Day thing, where he was trying to join the New Day.
Which, by the way, because stable black guys.
Hey, is that very true?
What the fuck?
But to be fair, real quick, I'm sorry, Anthony, but to be fair, the New Day were even making fun of him, like you could try to join us, you fucking crazy.
No, yeah, and that
they kind of broke that fourth wall just a tiny bit with that one.
A little bit, yeah, but still, like, and I never even asked you too, Anthony. Like, I mean, what did you think about when they tried to do that with Titus O'Neil? Like, were you like?
Oh no, that was fucking insulting. Because he just went from like the primetime players, which was like hot. They were so fucking over. But then WWE said slice, and like that, man, that shit was so fucking. Granted, it was the whole because like the beginning fall of the whole primetime players is when the manager guy said a Kobe Bryant joke or some shit. And that's when they had
Abraham
fired
Washington,
him.
Yeah,
I think that he had said some kind of bad joke, and
then
fired
they gave
him
a chance again, and Titus O'Neil gave Vince McMahon a handshake.
Yeah.
Oh man, how dare you touch my hand and give me a hug?
They pretty much wanted to like find an excuse to get rid of New Day. I mean, not New Day, but the primetime players. And I'm just like, God damn it! Like y'all motherfuckers never stood a chance, even though y'all was over. It doesn't give a shit. So that's why I'm like, then him to go to the whole New Day shit. That was fucking insulting. Granted, I guess they had to give him something, like you said, token black guys mixed with other token black guys. But then they do this. And I'm really curious because, like, granted, like you said, they putting the black guys together, but Titus O'Neil is going to go back to wrestling and hopefully competing. And hopefully these guys will actually be in the tag team picture because Raw does need more tag teams. And that would be cool to see more tag team people, even though I like to see both of these guys on their own, especially considering Paulo Cruz really doesn't have like his own kind of identity, sort of, because he just kind of reminds me of just a smaller Ezekiel Jackson. So,
oh, God.
So it's just like,
that's unfortunate, but yeah, I think he even has his fucking finisher. Because every black guy needs to have a dominator move.
So it's just like, you're just another Ezekiel Jackson or another Bobby Lashley. So you need to come into your own, find your own identity. And I guess that's probably why they putting him and Titus O'Neil together, because they don't have their own identity, and maybe you can develop that as a tag team. And like I said, I would love to see more tag teams, because seeing Matt Hardy versus Cesaro and Sheamus, that shit gonna get old really quickly. So this could add actually some color into it.
Oh, so. No, you don't do that. Add some color to it. No, but okay, so I'm gonna just straight up say this shit really quick. Oh, and by the way, too, if you guys are curious about what I was talking about as far as Braun Strowman throwing some motherfucker in the garbage and that whole thing, well, shit, I guess I fucked up because I didn't time it right. Goddamn, fuck me, right? But I mean, this is the thing that was happening backstage when he was messing everybody up. And one thing that was really funny is, and I thought I was clicking on the right video, but Big Show came back and actually messed him up backstage before their match to kind of build up to the main event. And I don't know if you guys heard this, dude. And I hope someone did. But right when they knocked down Braun Strowman, Big Show was like, pick on somebody your own size. Somebody in the crowd goes, yeah, and in the replay, I guess the editors couldn't fix it, so like they kept replaying it, and you keep hearing that guy go, "It's the Big Show!" Like, dude, someone, and I swear to God, dude, like, I was laughing so fucking hard.
Man, I'm glad you caught that, Nick, because I thought I was the only one. I was laughing my ass off.
No, dude, at first when I heard it, I thought some retarded dude was outside my window like, oh, I like wrestling too!
No, it's Paul Bearer. So, shit, Braun Strowman's career!
That's fucked up.
I can't laugh at that one. He's dead.
No, that shit's fucking hilarious. I don't give a
That's
shit.
fucked
up. Let the guy stay dead. Body's still warm, damn it.
God damn it, that man had a family.
He did.
I like how Anthony like made a ghost sound too, like. Oh,
The fucked up thing is his son's coat is Hall of Fame ring.
It's like Kalisto's career's in that trash now.
Spooky. No, actually, you know what happened? Paul Bearer came out because Callisto's career died in that garbage can.
You're buried alive.
Buried again.
Really
R-Truth, your
getting
ass.
fucked up.
R-Truth, your ass is never getting up the mid card.
That's kind of making me think that cement is falling on Kalisto right now. He's just
That's so fucked up, dude. Holy shit.
The most popular thing that you gonna be known for is Little Jimmy. Oh, shit.
Rest in peace, Sankara. I mean, Callisto.
cement just overflowing the trash can.
Why did Yoshitatsu come back? I mean, it's Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay, this
Off to
is
NXT you go.
God damn. God damn.
Why do you think Drew McIntyre never came back to the main shows?
I'm looking over here, man. Like this is what we're doing to this show right now. Just R-Truth like, stop it, fuck. No, man, 'cause this is how I felt watching this, man.
R-Truth looks up and said, "Little Jimmy, why you didn't help me?"
You know why you didn't help him? 'Cause bro. No, man, I gotta say, man, this show gets a 3 because, yeah, it was average. Enzo and Cass, like, I'm just gonna bring this up really, really quick. And I don't know if you guys even give a shit about this, but yeah, the match was actually really fucking good. Like, I was surprised. I trust me, I fucking hate Big Cass. I hate Enzo. But you know what? That's what happens when they don't talk. Is they do a good match, and there you go, wrestling on a wrestling show. Holy shit! I didn't think they could do that. What the fuck, wrestling? So, so I thought that was pretty cool. Although they botched the fuck up the ending, that shit was hilarious, dude. Like, Carl Anderson did this move where I guess he slammed him on his feet on the ropes.
Yeah.
What the fuck was it? And then the pin, dude. Okay, did you see the pin? The bell run, yeah, that too. But the bell run at 2. They didn't even get to 3, and he let go, and the match is over. It's like, motherfucker, count to 3. Like, it was amazing. But yeah, maybe Vince was in the fucking ear, in the referee's ear. Cut the bloody ass.
Got the bloody broadcast. Got the bloody broadcast.
You know, but yeah, I mean, that was cool. The women's match, I was asleep during that, but I do love that Alexa Bliss won. I'm not saying this because of my thirst for Alexa Bliss. I just feel like, dude, like, Bayley, Alexa Bliss, that's going to be a good fucking match. And plus, too, like, I love Nia Jax, but I only want her in a match where it's like a battle royal or a fatal four-way. Nia Jax versus just one girl, it's like, dude, if y'all fucking make Nia Jax lose, that's what's going to piss me off, that she loses to one person. Yeah. Because there's no way in real life Bayley would have a fucking chance at beating Nia Jax, even slightly. And that would be disrespectful to her character, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. Blow her ass away like the big bad wolf.
Yeah, I know. No, no, but yeah, 3 out of 5 for me, man. I'm gonna go ahead and send this shit to Trey. Actually, Trey, how about you, man? Like, what do you give the show?
What?
I'm sorry. I know it's different. I'm sorry, man. We gotta build up the younger talent here, man.
Fuck the younger talent. We turn this to WCW.
Oh, I done fucked up. Oh man, but no. Go ahead though, Trey.
Okay. God damn it, man. Samoa Joe and Chris Jericho, man. What the fuck? Like,
yeah. I forgot that happened.
So you got these two guys who's trying to push the whole Seth Rollins match, and then you got Chris Jericho trying to push the Kevin Owens match. So it's like, dude, like, which match do you want us to be excited for? Okay, well, obviously you want us to be excited for Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins because Samoa Joe won, and then it's like Chris Jericho still has a promo afterwards, and it's like, dude, like, you lost against Samoa Joe. How the hell am I supposed to believe that you can even beat Kevin Owens? It's like, man, fuck that. And even then, it's like Seth Rollins still got the injury and everything. It's like, okay, but it's like, so how you gonna go against Samoa Joe? And it's like, even if he does act injured, like doing that match, I'm gonna call bullshit because of the match he had with Triple H, which, by the way, Triple H was hitting the wrong leg the whole fucking time. So anyway, the club and Enzo and Cass, man, God damn it, that match was not entertaining in the least. I'm sorry, Nick. I just did not enjoy that match.
I understand that though.
Yeah. That ending though, that ending made me laugh. It was like, man, fuck you guys. And then the fact that Michael Conan was trying to sell it afterwards. Did you ever see an ending like this? Like,
no, and me and Anthony are talking because that shit. He sounded so much like fucking like, oh, whoa, that was interesting, wasn't it, guys? Like Michael Cole is like the worst, like unenthused father of fucking wrestling fans.
He was doing this shit during the promos with Braun Strowman, like not even for the actual promos, but for the replays and shit. He was just, like you already seen it, like
it's like I guess you just felt the need to do that because you can't stomp the ring backstage. So it's like, that was a punch. That was, yeah. It reminded me of like, and we had to talk about it. It's like it reminds us of our moms, where it's like you're into like a fucking video game trailer or something, and you're all excited, like, Mom, check this out. Woo, this is awesome. And then I was like, oh, that's good, baby.
That's good.
Man,
that's not like y'all got some crazy stuff nowadays, man. It was better than our stuff.
Yeah, well, I totally understand why you're so excited about Transformers 10. Where fuck, you know. No, but that's what I feel with Michael Cole. But go ahead, Trey.
T.J. Perkins versus Jack Gallagher. I get T.J. Perkins turned heel and everything, but God, that had to be the worst segment of the night to me. I just could not stand the Cruiserweights tonight. Like, the Cruiserweights and Cruiserweight, brother. Like, fuck these guys tonight. Like, get the shit out of here, man. It's like, dude, like, come on, man. Like, show us something. Like, Neville, when he came back and turned heel, he showed us something. Like, T.J. Perkins, if you're going to fucking be the heel, prove it to us. Show us something good. Like, don't show us that shit.
Show us something good.
The women's match, man, like, it went on a very long time. We already gave our conversations about it, but it went on such a long time. I was pretty exhausted afterwards. It was like, oh, man, I just don't care about anything else after this match. Man, fucking Finn Balor, man. Like, it's a shame, right? And then even then, like, fucking Bray Wyatt had that long-ass promo about that match with Randy Orton, which, by the way, couldn't we have waited to see that on SmackDown?
Yeah, Randy Orton's not on Raw.
Fucking Randy Orton's not on. It's like, what, you expect Randy Orton to watch wrestling on his fucking day off? Like, oh, man, like, why would I watch Raw? It's like, I'm not there. Like, Randy Orton's not on fucking Raw. Like, what the fuck was that?
Like, hey, this is on the wrong day.
Like, I swear to God, if SmackDown shows that same goddamn promo tomorrow, I'm giving SmackDown automatic fuck you. Like,
right.
Fuck that. Like,
I'm very looking forward to that.
Fucking twice like that. That's stupid.
Yeah.
God damn it. And then I fell asleep after that because I was like, man, fuck this. I'm fucking done. But beforehand, like, the Miz and Ambrose segment was pretty much the same as last week, just with the whole Miz TV shit. It's like, man, fuck that. We didn't need that. The backstage Braun stuff, I was just so over it. I was like, no, like, I'm done. No more. I don't want to see any more of this. And Kalisto on his first fucking night on Raw. Like, they made a big deal. Like, oh, man, Kalisto's on Raw. What happens? Hey, you're trash. I'm throwing you in the trash can. Like, 0 out of 5, man. No. I can care less about this.
0 out of 5?
This Raw did not show me anything that I cared about tonight. Like, fuck that. Oh, and don't forget the Emma segment with Dana Brooke is like, oh, yeah, Emma, I see you trying to be friends with Alicia Fox. I guess you can't stand to be alone anyway. I was like, fuck that. Like, come on, man. Like, if you're going to push Dana Brooke that way where she's going to be a solo star, do it. Don't team her up with Alicia Fox, especially crazy-ass Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox don't know what the fuck she wants. It's like, man, like, that WWE booking, man. I just cannot stand it sometimes. Tonight, it was fucking unbearable. 0 out of 5.
God, fuck Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
Anthony, go ahead, man.
I give this show a fuck you.
I don't give a fuck.
I really didn't give a shit about this show. Like, I'm in agreement with Trey, man. This show was fucking just. I didn't care in the slightest. I didn't care about this Divas match. I like the whole thing, the Matt Hardy. It was cool at WrestleMania. Grant and Nikki was just like whatever, but it's just kind of just lost its luster already.
Oh, the fans do not give a fuck, dude. That crowd is so dead when the Hardy Boys are on.
Yeah, it's just like I don't even care anymore. And that promo that they had did too was actually not that bad too. It was just like, yeah, man, we're just back. We're just doing it, man. We're just doing it. I'm just like, damn, y'all totally seem like bros right now. But yeah, that going on. I really wish that Nia, they pushed her, but like Hovind brought up a lot of good points. They just don't want to do it yet. They don't want to John Cena her. They don't want to Roman Reigns her. That's a good point. So I guess Bliss is the obvious choice. Plus, I'm thinking they want to drop the championship to Bliss. They want to drop it to a confident champion because, like Trey said, Bayley is just not doing it. She's not doing. Like I said, every time she's literally on screen with the belt, she's always getting her ass whooped. Like every time, they're always making her look like shit. And it's like the same thing too with the mid carders. Speaking like making them look like shit. The only time that it seems like Kalisto is on TV is to look like fucking shit. And it's like, it's upsetting. It's sad because I actually liked the Kalisto when he was part of the Lucha Dragons, him and Sankara, but also liked him just as a singles competitor too because I thought he had a lot of stuff to bring to the ring. I liked his look, the whole Lucha. Like it was cool to me. I actually digged it, but I don't care anymore.
But this is the thing that bothers me too is like, why couldn't you have had Kalisto have his first match and then do the garbage thing?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like it's just
it's really unfortunate. And then going back to the beginning of the show, I'm actually curious about the Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins match, but you do bring up a good point, Trey, that I didn't even think about too much. But that's actually a good point. But I will say this: I really like just Joe's aura, just on the show, like his entrance music when he comes up, just the whole da 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 da. I just like his look, his aesthetic, and I just hope that they can take that somewhere, or they could just I don't know. I really, really hope they could just take that somewhere, and just like that unwasted potential just doesn't go nowhere, because that'd be kind of sad that he left NXT. Like where he was really good on NXT, he was like at the top of the food chain, and now he's just like a fucking another bodyguard for Triple H. And
biggest thing too, he needs a main eventers theme song. I know that we argue with this a little bit on the Google chat, whatever, but it's like, dude, I don't know what you guys feel about this too. Maybe this is something that we can all get our opinions on really quick, but it's like when he comes out, I don't feel like holy shit, danger's here. It's just like it's not a bad theme song, but it's not a bad theme song for a guy who's just trying to compete. I need a song that's like, oh shit, like the crowd came and popped to it. Like if he comes out, people might be excited, like even when he first debuted, but because of that fucking song, everyone's kind of like, oh shit, here he comes. Yeah, like it's just so just middle of the road excitement,
I think it could. Like if they push Samoa Joe enough, I think you could. Like I said, like remember the first time he was on Raw and his entrance music came out, he was coming out. People was just like Joe. It's just like, damn, that was fucking cool. And I think they could come back, but they just haven't been doing nothing with Samoa Joe. Like he's just kind of like another Slacky, which is kind of went into his promo. His promo was actually not that bad. Like I need to make sure my benefactors are actually happy. You just in the way you are target. I was like, damn, that was actually a really good promo that I like from Samoa Joe and stuff like that. And I think that's pretty much. Quick mention too, Booker T. I didn't even notice him. Like he was just there.
Okay, really quick. I need to get mad about this really quick. Oh man, thank you so much. Fuck the show. My 3 out of 5. Nah, 2 out of 5. Booker T. Someone shoot that motherfucker. I'm telling you, that fucking son of a bitch. Like, dude, that commentary.
God damn.
Oh my god, dude. Every single thing. Oh, yeah, man, damn. Like the whole, he sounds like the angry video game nerd when he's like getting excited about a game. Like, yeah, like just the whole fucking time for 3 hours. And dude, there's a part.
No, because Michael Cole kept just bringing up stuff like, yeah, what about the Harlem Heat? And then Booker T wouldn't respond. Yeah, they're a great tag team, right?
Oh,
and
no, there's a part that
Booker T silently said, yeah, my top 5. I'm like, really, motherfucker? Like, why didn't you say something 10 minutes ago when he said it? Like,
oh, no, the worst part, dude. The worst part. Corey Graves, by the way, God bless Corey Graves and Michael Cole for this motherfucker. Because, and then guess what? When Booker T's gone, that guy David Otunga. Holy shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck. But here's the thing, though. The worst part about it is there's a part where Dean Ambrose was in there. And Corey Graves is like, yeah, like, he's done this. He's won this many times. He's held the title for this long. This is the 4th time he's had the United States Championship. And Michael Cole's like, yeah, fucking whatever the fuck. Can't be talking about wrestling because of Michael Cole. And then finally, they kind of like, segue it to Booker T. And Booker T goes, yeah, I like Dean Ambrose. Like, what?
That's like
I
my
literally
favorite.
threw my fucking hands in the air. I was like, he's getting paid for this.
My favorite moment where he was kind of legit trying, and it was only one moment in the show when Booker T and Corey Graves was going at it during the Cruiserweight match when TJ Perkins had did the whole dab thing, and then Corey Graves was just like, man, what is this? What is that shit? Like, what is going on? And Booker T was just like, that's sportsmanship, man. Like, I respect it. That's sportsmanship. He was like, Corey Graves is like, oh, you like that type of stuff? He was like, of course I do. Like, come on now. I'm Booker fucking T. Like, of course I do the whole sportsmanship like that, spin around it. And I was just like, that he was bringing it. It was the time where Booker T was being Booker T, and he was bringing some of his knowledge from the wrestling business and just from his character to commentary. He was not doing that the entire show. That shit was bad.
That was a great moment when that happened. But I'm telling you, like fucking male Whoopi Goldberg, fuck that guy. All right, I'm sick of that shit. Fucking, God damn it,
guys! Welcome to the View.
This is a remake of Sister Act, brother.
ABC, the View.
I'm commentating for you, nigga.
now you're making me think of Booker T and Sister Act 2 and making the whole college kid to the spinneroonie.
He's rubbing fucking Patrick Swayze and fucking Ghost the pottery scene.
Shit. T walking down the up and down the stairs and shit. There's something wrong with the force here.
Instead of the song that plays in the pottery scene, is "Can you dig it?"
Sucker!
There's a slow piano ballad of it.
You got the fucking pottery.
That fucking video.
Yes, somebody does.
Oh man, dude, I cannot watch that scene without thinking of Booker T now. Holy shit! No, but Hovig, man, we didn't even get to your rating though, man. I'm very curious.
Man, how am I gonna beat Sister Act 2 with Booker T?
Brother Act.
Shit.
Oh. You know, I feel like Booker T should be the beginning of SpongeBob with all that fucking
Jesus Christ. But anyway, I would have to give my rating for the show 2.5 out of 5. A lot of the stuff that happened tonight, I really didn't care about. I still didn't. I guess I kind of understood why it was Samoa Joe versus Chris Jericho, because Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens are supposed to be buddy-buddy. By the way, isn't it kind of stupid that they tried to do like a destroyer stable between them two and then they separated them after like a month or so?
Yeah, that was like fucking ridiculous.
The fuck just happened? But, all right. Well, I'm actually kind of interested to see what's going to happen between Samoa Joe and Seth Rollins because we're hopefully going to finally get closure out of that whole, debacle that's been going on since the night after Royal Rumble. One of the biggest things about tonight that I really did not fucking care about was some of the backstage segments. The Braun Strowman stuff I dealt with. It was okay. But I think there was like a couple other ones, if I may remember correctly, that they just were fucking stupid. Like the Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews thing, I was like, that was so unneeded. The women's match was decent. It wasn't the greatest, but it was decent. I actually had an idea that Alexa Bliss was going to win because she was they were in her hometown tonight. So I figured they were going to get it. Yeah, so I figured they were actually going to give her that win. The club versus Enzo and Cass? I was so with it. There was some cool spots of it, but I totally missed the fucking ending because it happened so quickly.
Do you feel that kind of slowed you a little bit on Enzo and Cass? Like, it's like, okay, if they can keep doing this kind of shit, I might get into them.
I was never really into Enzo and Cass. Like, I liked them, but I'm not like too hardcore into them. And I'm not even too hardcore out of them. So, I mean, I honestly feel that Cass should have some sort of singles run.
Yeah,
me too. purposefully injure Enzo just so he could just be his manager temporarily just to see what's going to go on.
Yeah.
But that's
Or
as far as I go.
like Enzo can become like I could totally see Enzo becoming what the Miz was when he first got in there, back when they was calling him the Mizanian.
Yeah.
The Mizanin.
Yeah.
Like the Mizanin.
Yeah, pretty much. I could totally see Enzo in that type of position. But go ahead.
The funny thing is, I actually kind of see Enzo as like a modern day Jimmy Hart.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, yeah, because Jimmy Hart never shut the fuck up. And Enzo does not shut the fuck up.
Hey, the mouth from the south. Yeah, so.
Exactly, and fucking Enzo's the mouth from the north. You know,
Norm of the North.
Yeah, Norm of the North. The Cruiserweights, go fuck yourself.
You know, you're right though. That shit was bad tonight, dude. Like, I mean, we'll talk about more on Friday or something. But yeah,
TJ Perkins, please go away and don't come back. I don't like you. Like, you know,
Mega Man theme song. Come on, man.
Man, fuck that shit. If I want to hear the Mega Man theme song, I can put on Mega Man. What was I going to say? I honestly thought that the greatest thing about that whole entire match was Austin Aries was getting the chance and he was just sitting ringside.
Yeah.
You know, and eating a banana, trying to offer it to Devil. He goes, "Do you want a banana?" Like, what the fuck, dude? I dug the Jeff Hardy versus Cesaro match. I thought that was really cool. I feel so.
How did you? Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I was gonna ask you this too, and you can, reply and then whatever. But like, they kept saying, "Oh, this is a dream match: Jeff Hardy, Cesaro, dream match."
No,
Who the fuck is about that match?
No. See, it was actually Cesaro that said earlier on in a backstage segment that fighting you, Jeff Hardy, this is all kind of like a dream match to me. So he actually mentioned that, and that's why they kept saying it during commentary.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was the context to it, but I honestly feel so fucking bad for Matt Hardy because he is trying so hard to bring that broken gimmick, man. Because he throwing hints out there, he's saying the words, man. He was even calling Jeff Nero ringside during the whole match. I'm like, yo, this fool is trying so hard to bring that fucking gimmick here. Like I said with the main event, I loved it. I know you guys' opinions of it, but I fucking loved it because I'm becoming a huge Braun mark, and since Taker's gone, I need a new monster. So I'm kind of loving it right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2.5 out of 5.
Man, yeah. I will say, like, the way we talked about it, I mean, I know Trey flipped. I like how in the beginning, too, Trey was like, no, it's not a big deal. And then, like, as he remembers, like, what tonight's show was, Trey was
He's
like,
fuck this shit.
And don't forget, fucking Dash Wilder got injured at his NXT Go Home show, so the revival's fucking gone for the summer.
Oh, yeah. And also, Finn Balor.
Oh, shit, I forgot to bring that bitch up.
That's why I was confused. Why is he on TV? I guess that's why it was a squash match, because he couldn't do too much. But I was just like, why is he on TV?
Because they're obligated. Because they're like, holy shit, we just brought you back, made a big deal, and you fucked up again. We have to have you on somehow. Because if you are gone again for 8 months because you can't know how to walk up a fucking set of stairs or whatever the fuck, you clumsy motherfuckers, then, like, we're not going to make no money off of you. Like, this is the reason why Roman Reigns is, like, the top guy, because people like Finn Balor suck at the mic so bad, they had to have these very dangerous matches, and they fucking kill themselves, and then we don't see him at all.
Well, to be fair, I mean, he did get his head rocked last week by steroids.
Wait, by steroids? Oh, by Jinder Mahal?
Oh, yeah, Jinder Mahal. Like, he got his fucking head rocked.
Holy shit, that's fucked up. His name's going to be steroids from now on.
Yeah.
Even then, speaking of people we're not going to see on TV, fucking Shelton Benjamin. He's not even signed with WWE. What was up with those vignettes and him, trying to build himself back up? And he's not even signed with the damn company. Like, fuck this company, dude.
I thought he was with them.
They even like made
4 hours ago, he said on Twitter that he is not signed to WWE as of 4/17, 2017.
Man, they need to just.
Wow.
Honestly, Shelton Benjamin is a new Emelina.
Oh, damn.
Like, for real, dude. Like, honestly, man, there's no way that's going to live up to the hype at this point. There's just no fucking way.
I guess we're stopping him,
Yeah, people, I'm telling you, dude, whether it's Adderall or steel steps or steroids, man, everyone's going to die on WWE. Like, just like...
Nick, I'm so glad you brought this shit up because I just thought about it while I was watching Raw. I'm like, for a PG-rated show, a lot of motherfuckers are getting injured.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, how is a fucking company with so many fucking different laws on wellness and all this shit, don't do this move, don't do this move, all your fucking roster motherfuckers are getting hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not making sense right now.
No, it's not at all. And that's the thing too, is like, for a fucking show that can't, like, hit somebody with a chair because it's too dangerous to just get hit with the chair, that anybody can basically do, whether you're trying to be a wrestler or not. But go ahead and flip 100 times in the fucking air because, hey, you can't just hold a mic to your mouth and say some interesting shit because you're so boring. Yeah, risk your life. Hopefully you don't die in the middle of the ring. Like,
and it's so weird because even though I'm normally the one who says who when I bring them up, when you guys bring them up, but like they made all these rules after the whole Chris Benoit thing, and it's like people are still ended up getting injured. People are still ended up in these life-threatening injuries. And it's just so weird. Like Edge, biggest example, he was after that era of them making up new rules, and he can never wrestle again. Same with not Shelton Benjamin, but Daniel Bryan. It's just so weird that they tried to make this WWE environment more safe compared to Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, who actually do those hardcore moves. But it seems like people are getting more hurt in that safe environment, and I'm using quotation marks in that, than in the indies.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things doesn't make sense. Like, don't try this at home, and then every time you see a success story or a home video from a wrestler, it's like, oh, I used to throw my brother around in power bombs in my fucking house. So if you want to be like me and be a millionaire, damn near kill your little brother and fucking try the moves on him. Like, but don't try this at home, though. Fucking stupid. But yeah, no, people, that's it for Raw. I mean, we gave our ratings, and hopefully tomorrow night will be better on SmackDown. You never know, because we haven't seen the Raw people do a bunch of shit, important shit on SmackDown yet. So tomorrow's the first one.
I forgot to bring this up real quick. It was so fucking weird to see this women's match tonight and not see Charlotte on there.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was so fucking weird. I'm like, we're missing. Oh yeah, she's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, and because even on Twitter, she said this is the first Raw she has to miss in 2 years. Like, she's been at every Raw for the past 2 years, and this is the first one she missed.
It was just so weird. I'm like, wait a minute, we're missing someone.
Yeah,
it's gonna feel the same way when we watch SmackDown and Bliss is on Raw. So it's just gonna be like, yeah, it's a void.
Right?
They just felt like their individual brands. They just came into like Bliss to me is always gonna be SmackDown, and Charlotte is just the queen of Raw. So.
God damn, gotta rewire my fucking head now. God, just fucking makeup.
No, but people know that's gonna be it for tonight. But Anthony Wilson Jr., I don't know if there's an anime.
It is an anime night. Yeah.
For real, am I right? Because like I legit forgot.
You're right. Oh yeah, me and Trey has already worked out the logistics and stuff like that. It's gonna be a anime night rewind preview because we're gonna go back and start trying to watch some of the animes that we already started that maybe we not finished or maybe we can get a little bit further. So I will be posting that poll on the Facebook groups or like right after the midweek chat attack or during the midweek chat attack, So you got to vote on which ones that we want to actually continue because we started a lot of them and we didn't get to finish a lot of them. And I know these are some animes that the Double Twisted community actually really, really like and the MCA folks and stuff like that. So just stick around that. And if you're watching this, you had a great time watching the Raw show, you want to come and join us because we're always doing community-like things. We got the after hours viewing party where we watch movies together, and we got the anime nights where we watch anime together. So if you ever want to join that, just leave a comment below the video and just be like, yeah, I think I want to join that shit because I have no friends. So, yeah.
Or you have so many friends, you're sick of them, and you want to like hang out with other people because
exactly.
God, I mean, being popular.
I like this shit. Yeah, exactly. Hey, look where it ended up to Paul Bear. No,
I was about to make a Paul Bear
reference.
But this has been the Ringside Hangout.
Oh, yes,
no, but you say it with me on 3, man. 1, 2, 3. Attack the
WrestleMania.
That's fucked up.
Leave a like and subscribe.